AV Life is brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, Audinate, Crestron, Panasonic, and Sennheiser. Thank you so much for your support.
Greetings from a very green Kansas City. This is Renee Benson at AV Renee KC. You are listening to and watching the AV Life.
Hello from Southern California. I'm Murphy Daly, one of the crew here on the AV Life. I'm an AV veteran, a director of IT project management, and you are joining us for the AV Life.
And I'm your host, Tim Van Wert, with my flashing shamrocks, my cool little Newsies hat. And also, today is not just St. Patrick's Day here on the AV Life, but it is also Stone Cold 316 Day. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold says so. Oh, hell yeah. And you are watching and listening to the AV Life. I completely forgot about that one until I started doing my intro. So I was like, oh, I gotta throw that in now.
Just throw it in there.
Just doing it now. Yeah. So
That's
for all
awesome.
you WWE fans out there, and I'm going to shut my shamrocks off too for people that are neurodivergent in that respect. So for all you WWE fans out there, it is Thursday, it is 3/16. So yes, it is Stone Cold Day. I went looking for his beer and I couldn't find it today. So, but that's okay. I found green beer, so I'm in St. Patrick's mode.
Good deal. Cheers.
Cheers. So yeah, welcome back to the AV Life. We're here to celebrate a little bit of St. Patrick's Day, a little bit of higher ed AV awards and announcements that have come out, and whatever other topics tend to come our way. So I will say it's been an eventful week since we recorded last week. So,
a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. And it was funny because I thought there was kind of like a lull, like with the trade show stuff, but like then it just kind of ramped right back up and everyone's out doing things again. So it's kind of exciting. Was that Murphy?
It seems like it.
Yeah, people are on the move.
Yep. And I've been on the planning side of HETMA and our involvement at Infocom, and it's going to be some exciting things coming down the pipe for that. If you haven't heard at this point, HETMA is going to be doing some education programming on the Tuesday of Infocom, and then we are going to have a huge presence on the floor at Infocom as well in Orlando. So if at this point you haven't registered for Infocom, please do, and you can use the code HETMA to get a free pass to the show floor.
Very
cool. That's HETMA for those who don't know. But so anyway, how are you two doing tonight? I know we're a little small group tonight, but that's okay.
That's okay. Well, I'll just get it out of the way. It's cold here in Kansas City. We'll talk about the weather real quick. It was like 60s yesterday, today rainy and nasty, so it's just weird. Not good for the big St. Patrick's Day parade that will be running through downtown Kansas City tomorrow, but at least there's no snow. But I'm ready for spring. I mean, we didn't have a bad winter as far as snow, but the chill is just chill. Chilly. So I'm ready for some spring, but otherwise doing good.
Yeah, we're getting like every piece of weather this week here in New Jersey. Like I went for a walk today in shorts and a sweatshirt. It was great. It was 55 degrees today. It was great.
Wow.
I was getting my AV fitness on. I was out walking and listening to my music. And then but 2 days ago I had snow. It literally snowed all day, but because of the way the heat's been, nothing stuck, but it snowed all day. It was depressing but nice at the same time, because like it just kept coming down, and I was hoping it would start to stick, which meant I would have gone home early or something like that. Never did. It never stuck.
Too warm.
Too warm.
For a snow day, but you got a slush day.
Yes, yucky slush. That's all it was.
A little Jekyll and Hyde with our Mother Nature for sure.
Yeah, she's got to get it together.
Warm it up.
Hey, we're only like less than a week away from spring, so we're almost there.
I'm wondering how this huge deluge of water over here in California is going to affect the desert areas. I wonder if there's going to be I swear it hasn't rained this much in the whole time that I've lived here, so possibly for 100 years. And so is there going to be some beast that rises out of the desert from, some nuclear experiment decades ago that is fed by the water, and we're going to have some new thing come out, and because it seems like it might. It just is something, or maybe all the flowers will grow. One of the two.
Hopefully, for sure. Hopefully,
I'd
flowers
like
make
to
me
see the
happy.
flowers grow and not the possible
Yeah,
experimental,
yeah. Just the
military
flowers
Might be
animal.
part.
friendly, might be friendly, but
Might be.
Just,
there's
just the
obviously snow
flowers.
on the mountains. There's never snow in the mountains down here. It's too hot, but it's like rain and cold for weeks. I have delayed planting my yearly tomato plant. I can usually do that in February, but I was waiting for it not to be too cold. So I think, if this weekend I can get it together, I'll go put a tomato plant that can take advantage of some of this water.
Yeah,
You're
no,
done.
I've been holding out. I want to start seeding my lawn, but like it's been too unpredictable. And I even think this weekend, I think it's supposed to drop back down again. So whatever,
Mm.
whatever you're getting right now, Renee, is supposed to come my way. So
Sending your way. It'll be there
yep.
soon.
So all right.
Well,
Hey Murphy, I didn't ask you beforehand, but do you happen to have a PM minute for us today?
A little bit.
Okay. We could crowdsource
bit.
this again. That
Okay.
worked the last time.
The definition of a project is something that you don't know how it's going to all happen. At the very beginning of it, you go, well, we have something that we want to do, but we don't know how it's going to happen. We have to figure it out. It's progressively elaborated what you're going to do. And that can be terrifying. Be like, I know I got to get there, but I'm here and I don't know how that's going to happen. And sometimes it can feel to me like, I don't know if I even want to ask. Like, I know this is a big, huge problem that's going to be part of this, what we do, like this huge thing that's going to be need to be handled. And maybe it is a sleeping nuclear gargantuan giant that I don't want to wake up by asking, but clarity is really valuable. Asking the question, even if I get the answer I'm afraid of, still gives me a place of security to go next, more security to go next. Like, okay, well, yes, that may have a nuclear monster. So we're going to need to plan to go around that. Something like that.
I get you.
So when it comes to projects, clarity can be scary, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah, I was like, sometimes as even on a personal level, that not just in projects, but when you don't know what the answer is going to be, or even if you do know what the answer is going to be and you'd rather just not ask the question, like that's hard. Like that, no matter what, like, because you don't want to hear the bad news, or you don't want like the difficult answer to come out. Like,
Want to poke the bear?
Yeah, don't poke the bear. Right, exactly. But yeah, but you have to start, because in order to get to the end, you got to start. So
communication is key.
yep.
Yeah. Asking the question, going like,
Asking.
is it a yes or no? I don't want it to be a no, but okay. Now we know. Now we're going to do the next thing.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yep.
Well, it certainly is something. Yeah.
Sorry, I've tapped into my 80s childhood there for that one. And for all of you that went G.I. Joe, you're welcome.
Yeah. Oh Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh Lordy.
I was just saying, I'm sure there are listeners out there that after I said that, that's what they thought in their head. So
I'm sure they did.
yep.
I'm sure they did.
Well, thank you, Murphy. Always a good one. Um, so yeah, so as we were talking about, there were some exciting things that have come up. I think one of the bigger announcements that has come out, and actually it's within the last 24 hours since we've been
Woo.
since this
Hot off the
as of this
presses.
record. Was that
Hot off the presses.
hot off the
Heck
presses
yeah.
Heard it here.
from higheredav.com. And that is the announcement of the inaugural Hall of Fame class for Higher Ed AV Awards. We have identified and have asked and have been accepted by this fine group of individuals from various universities, from various companies, but they all have higher ed at their core, and have for many, many years. I should have gone back and done the math of higher ed experience among everybody that's on
Oh
this,
wow.
but I'm sure we're in a very high number there, because the first individual, Mr. Willie Franklin from Otterbein University, has had just shy of 40 years of experience
Yeah.
in higher ed. And Willie's a great guy. He was probably one of the first that I got to kind of know as part of being part of HETMA and to my involvement in higher ed in general since I got to Rutgers. And yeah, he just is his like you see this, you see that like kind of half smile in his picture on higheredav.com, and that's like a true testament to Willie there, and that there's he's just just an overall great guy. Then we have Julie Johnston from Indiana University. It's another 25 plus years of experience there.
Wow.
And then corporate wise, we have Daryl Kroll from Panasonic. And we also have our fan favorite, or our higher ed fan favorite, Gina Sansevero. So I'm just gonna stick with the
Gina!
yes,
Yeah. I was
and
happy to see
also
that.
longtime AV Life supporter. And the reason, aside from Corey, the other reason I'm here. So thank her or get mad at her, however you want to look at me, the host here. But
Never be mad at Gina.
between Corey, between Corey and Gina, it's that's why I'm here. And then from another podcast side of things, Justin Rexing from Western Kentucky University. We have Dr. Don Merritt from University of Central Florida. And that, I believe, yep, that was everybody. I went out of order, so that's why I had to make sure based on what the website was. That's the inaugural class. And
So Tim, do you
Yeah.
want to, I've had people ask me, so do you
Mhm.
want to just take a couple minutes and explain exactly what this is, since it's a first, and for those who are wondering what the heck is the Higher Ed AV Hall of Fame,
Right. So if
what went
yes,
into creating that?
so yeah, if you want to go, so if you go to higheredav.com, everything's explained there. But so basically what we've done is we are, as far as we're aware, the first to actually identify and to award those of us in the higher ed vertical with best project, best engineer, best student worker, and then there's best product and things from the corporate manufacturer side. So hold on one second. I'm actually going to take it straight from the website.
Right, there you go. It's just really neat to see what Hetman's doing, and every once in a while somebody goes,
So
what's
yeah,
happening? What's
so
Hetman? And I'm like,
yeah,
oh,
all right.
how do
So
you
this
not
is where we
know?
need this is where this actually, it's good you brought this up, Renee, because this is a good way to delineate what's happening. So this isn't HETMA. This is higher ed AV. This is
Right,
the mothership for the AV life,
right.
as it were. So nominations are still open. So if you go to higheredav.com and then go to Higher Ed AV Awards, it'll give you all the information that I'm currently looking at right now. So, AV Professional of the Year, Rising Star of the Year, manager, designer, engineer, programmer, technician, like there is just a list of all the people that we could award this to. So we have all these categories to recognize all the different levels, because it's not just AV Professional of the Year like what AV Nation does. It's not just that, because we recognize here in higher ed that we are multi-level like that. There's way more parts and pieces that deserve the recognition, along with the Professional of the Year. And then there's a whole project side as well. Best overall project, best integrator partner of the year. So that's again how we get our partners involved on that side. Best AV over IP or cloud project, best auditorium or lecture hall. So it's things that are very specific to our vertical. And then there's a whole list of product awards as well. So, and you can nominate and put things in from there. The deadline is the end of March. March 31st is the deadline. So get your nominations in now. And then, if there's somebody you'd like to bring up, and on June the 12th at the Orlando Improv Theater in Orlando, we are going to do the award ceremony. So see it live, come and join us, get yourself a seat at the table. It's going to be a great night. I have already promised I will be in a tuxedo for the event. So
wow.
yes, I said I would be in a tuxedo. Yes, I have multiple occasions at HETMA and higher ed meetings that I've said I would be in my tuxedo. So I will make good on my promise for that. So
very nice.
That'll be a sight to see.
I do clean up pretty well, so
you have a style. You have a style.
I do have a style, not more than just the Newsies hat and shamrocks, so.
And bow ties.
Yes, but I do the bow tie well. So that's and I will be wearing a bow tie with my tuxedo because you have to.
But of course.
Yes. Although I will say I did wear a tie for my wedding as part of my tuxedo. So we did that. Because that was like in that middle time before people start going back to, they were leaving bow ties and going back to ties, and before bow ties became cool again. So
bow ties have always been cool. I don't know what's going on with that.
Ask any Doctor Who fan. Yes, they've always been cool. But at the time, like I mean, you always look good on your wedding day. So it definitely worked for me and for all the guys. So so I'm really excited for this though.
I know we were talking about InfoComm yesterday with somebody, and I was like, I can't believe we're already talking about InfoComm. It's so early. And it's like, but it's not so early.
No,
it's
not.
Just already that time of year.
Yep.
I mean, I think it was Tim Albright reached out about meetings and setting the time.
I only just threw away my stuff that I'd collected. Like, oh, look at all these flyers I want to
yeah.
I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, Tim asked for a meeting, and I was like, well, let's see. My boss is free next Tuesday if you want to talk. He's like, no, I mean a meeting at InfoComm. And I was like, oh duh. Okay, yeah. Let me check that schedule for June. It's happening now.
I know. I'm waiting for those to start coming in. I had a meeting with Epson earlier this week, and that the question was, are you guys gonna be at InfoComm? When can we see you guys? This is when it's all going to start happening. So make sure your calendars are up to date, folks. This is your 3-month warning before InfoComm.
Truth, right?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Are we getting messaged?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Unfortunately, James will not be joining us tonight. So so yeah, it was and with all the HETMA planning on top of that too. And then it's all really happening right now too. So there's been a lot.
Yeah, a lot. And that is just it's so much happening. It's like, I think somebody else said it on this podcast. It's like, but you still have full-time jobs, but look at all the things that you're doing for higher ed AV and HETMA and still working every day
Yeah.
and
Well,
supporting
that's what,
classrooms.
yeah, that's what today, well, and that's what this week has been. We've been on spring break, but I've been trying to like hop in on different meetings and still do my install work and my upgrade work. And then, it's
Yeah.
like I'm doing what I can as far as, managing my projects and, giving out little tasks as I can, but all of the rest of the team are doing what they need to do as well. So I can't unload too much. So, and then
That's
you
why
got
you guys
people
are
like Joe Way.
amazing.
Then you got Joe Way doing vendor management with our friend Kaleo.
It's just fill in blank with Joe Way vendor management with fill in
Yeah,
the blank.
exactly. Yeah, it's like, who is it this time? Is
Right. Oh, wow. He's
so.
doing a lot of great things.
Mhm. Oh yeah, no, and that's like I love every minute of it. Like everything, and I said this I think during the conference is that after 5 years of being involved with Hetma, like every day still is exciting to me. Like because
That's
every day
awesome.
there's something new that comes up, and every day I am absolutely enamored by what we do as a group, and to be a part of it is amazing. So
So I don't know if it was a tweet today or if I saw it on one of the articles, but it said that higher ed AV is, or in Hetma, is growing by like 5 people a day.
Hetma, yeah, five new members every day we're
I mean,
averaging.
that's significant. I mean,
Yeah,
5 people a day.
I think since last year's conference, I think we doubled our numbers.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
so
Wow.
that's that's higher ed people and our corporate partners as well, our
Right.
manufacturer corporate
Right.
partners. So it's a
Right.
little bit of it all, which
Wh-
is great though.
Yeah,
And
you have to have both, right? Because you
yeah,
need the support, right? So
mhm,
it works out. That's
yeah,
awesome.
and it's really cool seeing how the manufacturer response has been as well. They want to be involved. Everybody wants to be involved.
Yep.
So it's coming at us from both, which is why we're growing as fast as we are, is because we're getting it from both sides.
Right.
Um,
That's perfect.
so I just want to keep be involved in a small part of it, even if like further down the line, if I have to, step back or something like that, I will, but I want to hold on to something.
Yeah.
Let me hold on to the string of the balloon and just drag me along,
Right. So was there something going on in Dallas with Hetma this week? I thought I saw
It was
BC
just a
and Aaron.
conference it was just a conference that a bunch of them were happened to be at, so,
Oh, gotcha.
full FOMO thing that,
Yeah.
like here I am in Jersey and everyone's partying it up in Dallas.
That's right.
It's all right. I'll just bide my time until June. It's fine.
Until June. Yep.
Yeah. But I will be there all week. I'm going in on Monday and I'm coming out Friday night. So I'll be there the whole time.
I actually think we're doing my grandson's birthday party the weekend before. So I'll be coming right from Alabama straight over Monday. And
Okay.
then I think there's a few of us, some old coworkers that
Okay.
will all be there for InfoComm that are like,
Cool.
let's stay an extra day and just go hang out by the pool or just stay, hang out together, that we don't see each other much anymore. So I think I'm like, so I could potentially leave on like a Thursday or Friday and not be home until the next Monday.
I
Honey,
I
here's how
would
long I'll
love.
be gone this week.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would love to do that, but with my
Yeah.
wife's camp schedule at that point, I have to get back to
Yeah.
be there for them. So
Yep.
I'm missing a whole week of work coming back, and then I'm gonna be excuse me, I'm gonna be in work for 2 days, maybe, and then out for another couple days.
Oh,
So
I feel like we have a visitor.
I think we do.
Hey,
Yay!
I don't have my green on, but then again,
We just need you to have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
yeah, I know.
Funny.
Oh, it's been crazy. It's been
Well,
nuts.
we're glad
know-
you were able to hop in here with us, Nancy.
Yeah, the winds were terrible. They were over 70 miles an hour.
Ooh.
I went out for a walk yesterday to see all the fallen trees and things. And Our street was the only one that had power and
Wow.
Ah,
Wi-Fi and stuff on the first day. And then at 5:30 p.m., magically, all of a sudden, we had no Wi-Fi. I couldn't make calls out. I have AT&T, and up until like same with yesterday, you couldn't text, you couldn't do anything. So yeah, Bay Area got hit hard.
mm.
That stinks. I didn't know that
But
was
we're here.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully, how is
welcome.
everybody?
We're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
we're
We were
good.
just talking about Infocom actually, about how quickly that's approaching
Yeah.
and all that jazz. Like
Yeah, and the
I'm in denial that
the
it's
meeting,
coming
yeah.
so quickly.
Yeah, the meeting invites have started to show up about, hey, we should meet up at Infocom, and so those have all started to come out, and so yeah, we
Well,
talked a little.
I had with Southwest, because if you check their times throughout the day, they'll drop their prices.
Hmm.
It dropped, and it was $100 less, and then we use Concur. But my manager, he was flying to Australia to go see his distributors.
Hmm.
So I didn't know this, but apparently it expires. So here I am today having to recheck with Southwest, and of course the prices have gone up. So here I was trying to save the money, the company money, and it's like, well, not going to happen now.
Yeah, Saturday. Now you have to wait till Saturday or next Tuesday when the prices come back down.
Oh, is that when it usually is?
No, I read that that's actually not. They used Chat GPT or Microsoft's Bing on that. And it said that no, Tuesdays aren't the day of where you can get a great deal. I just find with Southwest, you just keep checking and checking, and boy, when the price drops, it drops.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Just
I
keep trying.
Different because of it being California. That's the other thing I've noticed, with going to Florida.
Hmm.
So it makes it a little bit harder. But
I was like, yeah, I'm only going down the coast, so
Yeah.
but Tim,
Gosh,
you'll
is
be
that
proud.
what's that?
The past 2 nights, because there's
Uh-huh.
nothing to do, and we've got young men here.
Yeah.
So it's devastation that everything's down. So we played Disney Uno.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I got
You say you
slammed.
played cards. I know you did.
They always slam me. Oh. I was holding so many cards last night. It was pathetic.
I was saying I probably have. Oh yeah, I got Disney Seen It, Trivial Pursuit Disney, Monopoly Disney. Like it's all sitting over there on the shelf back there.
And guess who's going tomorrow to Disneyland? Not me, but Max. His birthday's Saturday.
Oh, how fun.
So yeah, he's going with his dad. So
Cool. No, I still have 8 months until my trip, so
It'll be here quick though.
yeah, I know. Yeah, that was the other thing. It's like, it's like another thing to put on the calendar to take vacation time. Although I still have a ton of vacation time from COVID
Yeah.
and all that, so
Oh yeah. That's good. You could kind of keep it or roll it over.
yeah, I've been rolling. I
Yeah.
haven't been using enough to break my rollover. So I'm just moving it along. So, and I looked at it. I think I have 13 days right now, and that's with my week off already for Infocom in the system. And
Wow.
yeah, so it's like, and
Oh,
I'm still
that's
gonna
nice.
accrue all these days between now and November, so I could still take 13 days off between now and then and still have enough to
Good
go
for
on the
you.
trip.
oh wow.
Yeah, the
Well, I'm gonna
advantages
look
to
at
working
going
in
for a
higher
day.
ed.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for going for a day to Epcot. That's
Nice.
where I want to go.
Yeah, that's what I gotta. Yeah, I want to see if we can get, or maybe I can get a group to go down to Disney Springs, because then we
Oh,
don't have to pay for a park ticket.
what?
Disney Springs is no park ticket at the Walt Disney World.
But Disney Springs is like downtown Disney, right?
Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah,
Okay. So why is there no park ticket? Oh,
don't
you
need a
mean
park
just
ticket.
going down
yeah,
there?
you could just go to the restaurants and the shops and
Oh,
all that
yeah.
stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I did.
Yeah, You find us a free minute that week and I'll go with you, Tim.
Yeah, exactly. That's the that's gonna be the problem.
Yeah.
Do it on the 13th, because that was the day I was planning to do Epcot. It was before Infocom.
Was that 13th is that's Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
That's but that's gonna be that's AV karaoke, that's AV karaoke that night.
Baby Roki that night. Yeah. There's,
I mean, that doesn't
there's
say
party.
we can't pregame at Disney Springs. So
Hopefully we don't have a waiting line this year to get into AV Roki.
I didn't have trouble getting in.
Yeah, you were there early, I think.
I got
but
there early. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
here's the thing, Renee, is, like Patty was saying, we never saw you at ISC. I have never, ever been invited to anything that's outside of Infocom, ISC, to parties and things. So like when it was Peerless,
Oh,
I knew nothing about it. I didn't, I wasn't invited. And then for me, with my company, as you know, they have dinners. So I have to go.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
not like I have free nights. I work the whole day, and then after there's some type of event that I have to be at. So it's unfortunately I don't get to have the fun you guys do.
well, that AV Roki, a lot of times and that's what happened last year is people have their events, they have their dinners, and then they come after, and then there was a long line to get in because it was in a smaller bar last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, inside one of the casinos, but it's kind of one of those things that people I think kind of come and go,
Yeah.
because they have other things going on. But
Yeah.
last year it was a Facebook invite. Tim, have you seen anything?
Yeah, it's out. It came out. I got the invite from
I don't remember seeing it.
Hold on. I think I got it from Justin Watts, actually.
Oh,
AV. Where is it?
oh, here it is. Event not available. What?
Huh. How do I look up my events? That's what I want to look. There it is.
Menu events. Well, I'll have to get on that because Chuck, as Infocom 23 quickly approaches, I would be remiss if I didn't post the link to AV Roki.
There it
and
is.
then
Yeah, here we go.
You'll have to-
Idaho Shucks. 9 p.m. it starts.
all right, you might have to send it to me.
Yep, I'm doing it right now.
Patty, she says I can't wait to be looking forward to it. So there you go. We'll have to make sure you get on it. Yeah.
I went one year.
Did you?
Oh no, it was the Drunken Uncles. That's what I went to.
Yeah, that. They're usually in Orlando too. On what night? Thursday night.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
a colleague to that. So I haven't been to the karaoke one.
You guys,
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
must leave. Thank you. I'm glad to see you,
Oh,
Nancy.
Yeah,
Bye,
good to
everybody.
see you too.
Happy St.
Murphy,
Patrick's
take
Day.
care.
happy
Bye.
St.
Good
Patrick's
night,
Day.
Murphy. Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Call me.
All right. So yeah, that's like the unofficial kickoff, I feel like, to Infocom. Even though technically the Higher Ed AV Awards is the kickoff because that's Monday night.
Monday
So-
night.
So
you
I'll
got-
just give you my cell phone number and you guys can text me.
Yeah.
I know where it's happening.
Stay on the Slack channel.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
have to share as much of that stuff as I can. Well, we got such a list of people that have said that they're going. This is gonna be great. Okay. I can't look at that.
I
I'll
can't
be,
even-
I'll be
yeah.
way too distracted
All
by
right.
that.
Our ADD is in. Our ADD
Yeah,
is in.
exactly. Yeah, and I may have promised somebody to do a song already, so I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't see you sing last year.
Uh
I didn't-
last year I didn't, but in Vegas I did. I did Devil Went Down to Georgia when we were in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Although Erin Moran stole the show with hers, honestly. And I missed Joe Ways apparently. He went
Oh.
up after I left because I was done. That was like the longest day ever.
Okay. I got it. Oh shucks. Oh shucks pub and billiards.
Yep.
Billiards. Awesome. 8 p.m. So then Nancy, go to your dinner after the booth closes, and then at 8
Mhm.
p.m. come join us.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Thanks,
And
Kim.
that's, yeah, that all those exciting things that are gonna happen with, oh, there you go. Yep, and I just got the notification that Renee accepted.
Yep, I'll be there. Are you kidding me? That's so much fun.
I'm really hoping we
Yeah,
get,
it's just
I'm sure we'll get a huge turnout too. You know, I will say the one thing about that bar that took me by surprise, oh wait, hold on. No, this was here that I did Devil Went down in Georgia. I got that. Sorry, I got my locations. I didn't sing at Vegas because I showed up exactly like by the time my flight got in and everything, I showed up, I went straight
oh,
there. That's what it
that's
was.
right. You were in. That's right.
Everybody was already like had been drinking, and I I walked in sober. Joe Wade picked me up off the ground like it was.
Oh,
Well, and I think that there was a lot of local folks that was their karaoke
Yeah,
hangout.
and they
So
never
there
they
was
didn't block it off for us.
yeah. And so I was like, I wonder who that is. And they're like, yeah, they're just local. I'm like, oh, no wonder they don't look familiar. Oh well, we'll have fun.
Yeah, we will. So yeah, it was
Right,
here
fun.
because, and what shocked me about this bar was that they allowed smoking in the bar, and I was like, it being a like Jersey guy, it was like they've outlawed smoking inside for I think 20 years at this point
Ever.
or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
For a long
fine.
time.
It was just one of those like, oh yeah, I'm in Florida. Like it doesn't really matter.
Oh wow.
uh,
Well, it's gonna be here soon, and
yeah.
gonna be
it
ready.
will be.
Exciting times. I'll be anxious to see everybody again. And I mean, it doesn't feel like we just did our podcast recording at Infocom.
I know, right?
I mean, but are we gonna be able to do something like that again?
Yeah, I think we're gonna
No?
be able to do something like that.
Okay.
That's
Hetma might
Darren?
be able to help us
No
out.
spoilers,
No
but
spoilers.
okay.
Oh, at your booth, at Hetma's booth.
Mhm. There is
Okay.
there might be something in the works for that. So I don't want
Cool.
to I don't want to give away
I had
too much.
zero doubt about that.
So yeah, they're yeah, but and then I'm sure our friends at Starin will be doing their booth as well. So there'll be opportunity, I'm sure, out there. And my plan as a Hetma member and as a Hetma board member is to spend as much time at the booth as I can. So if you want to look for us and talk to us more about Hetma and higher ed AV, if you want to see me about the AV life, I'll be there. So, I will have to go do my thing and go do the show floor and stuff like that. But my plan is to spend a lot of time at the booth. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to meeting all of our Hetma members and future members and corporate partners.
And it is international, correct? Or is it just North America?
Uh,
Hetma.
so yeah, I think we talked about that.
Yeah.
The plan is to go international. We do have some outlier, like we haven't officially gone there yet. So, but yes, we can definitely help out as long as you've got a .edu or something, or I guess your country's equivalent of what that might be. We can work something out with you to help you out. So
Okay. Good to know.
I might be making policy for Hetma, but I don't care because I think it's the right direction anyhow. So so yeah.
Lots of exciting things happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that's what that was. Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah,
Renee?
if you can hear the noise, I'm turning around like, what is this? I'm like, it is literally sleeting here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Weather is
yeah.
just crazy. Do you know there's ski
Yeah.
resorts here up in Tahoe area that can't open because the lifts are completely buried under snow? Like that's how high it is.
That's insanity. Wow.
That is, yeah.
Wow. Crazy.
And then on the flip side here in New Jersey, like we've got flowers that are starting to bloom. Like the cherry blossoms in Newark are already starting to come out. And it's like, maybe don't do that yet, flowers. It's like,
Yeah, you might not be happy tomorrow.
I was gonna say, and we had the reverse last year where it was so cold that it was late into the season. Like they have an annual cherry blossom festival for
Mhm.
that happening. And yeah, it wasn't quite as full as it should have been.
And wasn't our theme this month spring cleaning?
Spring cleaning,
Like, it's
yes.
hard to talk about spring
Spring.
cleaning when we still got, tons of snow and
Mm,
craziness.
all
Anyway,
right. Well, I think we're actually starting to kind of wind down a little bit here. Sorry, Nancy, you're catching us
I
here at
know,
the end
I
here.
know.
Well, we're glad you came on.
I
Like,
kept trying.
Yeah.
So
Nancy
No.
passed the baton, or Murphy passed the baton. She had to
Yeah.
go. You were here. There we go. It all works out.
Definitely. So yeah, just to kind of quick recap, congratulations to all of our higher ed Hall of Fame
Yes.
inductees. So that's really exciting. We're looking forward to that at the June 12th Higher Ed AV Awards. Go to higheredav.com and nominate your product, professional, project, the 3 Ps. There you go. And get it in on the website. March 31st is the deadline. That way we can kind of make our assessments on the award winners, and there's plenty of categories. So if you've got someone who you really feel needs to recognition and deserves the recognition, please fill out that nomination form and get it in. And then we'll reach out to the winners, and we'll have a big old party. So please join us on June 12th at the Orlando Improv. So that's going to be a lot of fun as well. And as I stated before, I will be in a tuxedo, and Joe Way will put on a show as he always does. So, yeah. Nancy, Renee, thank you so very much. Enjoy your St. Patty's Day weekend. I know as this episode will come out, it'll already have happened, but we've got a lot to do and little time. So, and to all of our listeners, thanks for chiming in. Enjoy your weekend. I hope it was a great one. And until our next adventure.